but we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we winning though. They used to tell me never in my life.
All right, what's going on, folks? Welcome to another exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports. I'm KSpadeTheProspect.
I'm your boy LePass57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports. So you guys have waited long enough. Let's jump right into it. I want to start with the Dallas Mavericks trading for Rajon Rondo. The Mavs got Rondo, definitely an upgrade at point guard. Spade, a lot of people are saying that this make them contenders in the West, that they the team to beat. What do you think about that, man? You agree?
I don't know. I feel like on paper they definitely look like the better team. I can say that on paper. Let's not forget, just last year, before Rondo was acquired by this team, this Mavericks team took the Spurs that looked like they was head and shoulders better than every other team in the league, and they pushed this team 7 games in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Old Vince Carter was out there giving the Spurs that work.
Yeah.
So on paper, it's a definite upgrade at that position. What I don't know about, though, Rondo kind of like Lance Stevenson when it comes to his temperament and his attitude. He can be abrasive in the locker room, man. When Boston had that squad, we all remember, you know, reports came out of that camp that Rondo had words with Paul Pierce. He had words with KG, which I can kind of see because KG got a big mouth. Okay. But he had some run-ins with Doc Rivers, and he even had a run-in with Ray Allen. Ray Allen don't even talk. How you have a run-in with Ray Allen? How that happen?
Can I defend Rondo, please? Because the experts, I'm doing a quote.
I would like for you to.
I'm doing a quote finger. Say the experts say that, you know, it's because Rondo got a little bit of that Tim Hardaway Jr. in him. Like, you know, Tim Hardaway had that little, I don't want to say spat, you know, that little spat, I guess, with Melo. Telling Melo to get the rebound. Telling him to get the rebound. Rondo felt, if I got to be at practice, KG should be here. Paul Pierce should be here. Ray Allen should be here. If I gotta do it, they gotta do it. And that's kind of...
Wait, that ain't really what it was it?
I mean, that's what the experts say. I don't know. I wasn't in the locker room. I don't know. But I think Rondo was saying that it was some favoritism over there, and he didn't like it. Rondo didn't like it. So you got to... I want to agree with Rondo. If that was the case...
What? You agree with Rondo?
Yes, I want to.
You can't come into this organization thinking you're going to get the same privileges as these all-star players who at the end of their career and try to save their bodies. Get out of here, Rondo. I don't even believe you believe that.
I'm going to agree with Rondo. If I got to practice, they got to practice. But as far as the trade with Dallas, I definitely think it's an upgrade at point guard. I definitely think that the Mavericks, this definitely makes them a little bit better. You know what I mean? Rondo, he's a better facilitator than what they had. Jameer Nelson, Cheeks. Barea is okay, but he's a, you know, career backup. You know, still Cheeks. But Rondo is a perennial, before he got injured, all-star. Definitely a better defender. Can facilitate. Going to get a lot of people involved. And Tyson Chandler probably is in heaven right now. Because coming off them pick and rolls, them lives going to be there. So Tyson Chandler probably loving that. So I want to say, I don't know if it makes them the team to beat in the West. I definitely make them contenders. But the team to beat in the West, you still got OKC. You still got the Spurs. You know, I mean, OKC's climbing. You know, Durant went down again. But, you know what I mean, OKC's going to be there. Spurs going to be there. Memphis there. Clippers there. I mean, I definitely think they can compete way better than when they had Jameer Nelson. So I like the trade. Sorry, Boston. You guys got hosed. Because y'all didn't get anything back. But you guys didn't get anything back but a pick and Jameer Nelson and Crowder.
And a bag of Funyuns.
yes. So I definitely like the trade on Dallas, and that's a great move for them moving forward.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it is. Until the defense start backing off Rondo and making him take jump shots. Jameer Nelson can make jump shots. Rondo can't. But to segue into our next topic, man, we just talked about Rondo, and it takes me back to a day and age when people used to always debate the top 3 point guards in the league. Yeah. Was it Rondo? Was it Chris Paul? Yeah. Or was it Darren Williams?
Yeah.
And it's like a new wave of point guards in the league. The young, talented point guard wave is crazy. And LaParis, you and I was talking about how it's always like a shift of power. Once upon a time, shooting guard was the thing to be in the league, but right now, the shooting guards is kind of light in the league.
Yeah.
This new wave, and when I say the new wave, let me do them some justice and name these guys.
Yeah.
If you're seeing what Steph Curry is becoming,
beast.
What Damian Lillard is becoming,
a beast.
John Wall, what he's becoming,
a beast.
Russell Westbrook,
been a beast.
Russell Westbrook,
a beast.
Crazy numbers, and even Derrick Rose when he can stay healthy and stay on the court. These guys, man, I definitely feel like when you talk top 3 point guards in the league, I don't think anybody says Chris Paul, Rondo, or Williams. I know they don't say Williams, but I don't think those 3 guys are it anymore. I just don't.
And you know, we gonna transition off that because SI released top shooting guards. But before we move on to that, I want to say that you forgot a guy, Mike Conley Jr. over there in Memphis. He's definitely one of the Mike Conley Jr., the point guard for the Memphis Grizzlies. He's definitely another one.
Wait, we talking top point guards, man, not. You know,
bruh,
not middle of the road.
I'm telling you, he's right there, bro. He's one of the most underrated guys there, man. They don't give him his just due. He plays ball out there in Memphis. Maybe it's because he's in Memphis, he don't get mentioned. Maybe that's because, you know what I mean, he got the big dogs there, Big Zebo, Big Gasol. They don't mention Conley, but Conley is a stud, man. I like Mike Conley Jr. a lot. Shout out to you, Mike Conley Jr. Keep balling.
Wait. I'm going to let you move forward, but wait. As a top point guard in the league?
Bro, he is one of the top PGs in the league. What?
All right,
Let
go
me
ahead.
get closer to the camera. Spade, Mike Conley Jr. is one of the best PGs in the league. He is.
Go ahead, bro. What were you saying about SI?
SI released the top 10 shooting guards of all time. Let me get my list together so I can tell you guys who's on the list. Give me a minute. I got
This list had people upset. People were really on fire about this list.
Yeah, they really was. Like, I mean, if you follow Strong Arm Sports on Twitter, definitely, I'm pretty sure it's going to be down here somewhere. Definitely check our Twitter. They was over there going ham. But let me run down the 10.
Really were.
Let me tell you the 10 shooting guards on the list. 1 is Michael Jordan, which I think is no debate. 2 is Kobe Bryant, which shockingly, I'm pretty sure you guys call me a Kobe hater. I don't have a problem with Kobe being number 2 right there all time. I don't.
Me either.
Number 3 is Jerry West, before my time, so I believe them. Number 4 is that's what really stirred the pot. Number 4.
That's when it went a little awry,
man. Because number 4 went to Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade. You guys know him as Flash. I know him as old man with the bad knees. But Dwayne Wade was number 4. Clyde Drexler was number 5. Allen Iverson was number 6. George Gervin was number 7. Oscar Robertson was number 8. Sam Jones was number 9. And Reggie Miller was number 10. Now, my problem with Dwayne Wade being number 4 is I will put Allen Iverson above Dwayne Wade. I will put him above Dwayne Wade. I also will bump.
I will too.
I also will bump Oscar Robertson up as well. Maybe to 5. I probably will have Iverson 4, Oscar Robertson 5, then Wade, and then so on. But a lot of people was upset. They were saying Wade should be higher. Flip-flop Kobe and Jordan. I mean, Spade, how do you feel about this? How do you feel?
First of all, the guy that tweeted us and said flip-flop Kobe and Jordan, unless that was Kobe on like a secondary account, slap yourself. All right, that's first and foremost. As far as the D Wade thing, it's tough for us to remember young D Wade because we don't see young D Wade anymore. D Wade used to be that guy, and I like D Wade. I'm a Miami Heat fan. I love young D Wade. However, young D Wade has had a pretty good supporting cast in his run. Got a chance to be teammates with Alonzo Mourning, Shaquille O'Neal, LeBron James. This guy is.
Wait a minute, wasn't GP there too?
And whereas
wasn't Gary Payton there too? Yeah.
Yes. So I mean, whereas that's not his fault, I don't want to punish him for that. That's got to be taken into consideration. You got to understand, Allen Iverson took a 76er team to the finals that had Eric Snow. I think Eric Snow might have been the second leading.
Eric Snow. Eric Snow.
Y'all don't even know who Eric Snow is right now.
Come on, man.
I mean, that team was really not good. I think Tyrone Hill might have been a part of this team. I can't remember all the players, but that's part.
Well, let me because I remember some of them. I think Garrett Coleman was there. I think Aaron McKee was there.
Old there.
George Lynch was there. George Lynch. Who was the center? It was a bald head guy. Was it Matt Geiger? Come on, man. Come on.
Was it the Geiger counter?
I think Geiger was there too, man.
I thought it was old fat Coleman. At any rate, man, the list, I like the list, and I like SI for coming out saying this is our list. You know, I don't have to agree with it. You guys don't have to agree with it, but I like that they put the list out. And I also like that they showed some love to the homie Reggie Miller.
Yeah.
And LaParis and myself had a talk. I said, I love Reggie. I don't know if Reggie should be that high. And we just started to talk about it and realized that Reggie Miller used to carry the Pacers back in the day.
He did.
I mean, he had Rich Smits, the Duncan Dutchman down low. He had Mark Jackson, the facilitator.
Yeah.
But, you know, I know they had Dale Davis and Antonio Davis at one point, but ultimately, when it came time to get buckets,
it was Reggie or bust.
It was Reggie Miller.
It really was.
Reggie Miller and Reggie Miller.
And let me just say this. It ain't like Reggie was getting to the cup. It was Reggie shooting. Like, it was Reggie jump shot Reggie. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't driving to the cup banging on people. So I definitely think at 10, that's where Reggie belongs, but he definitely belongs on that list, in my opinion. Want to know?
Let me throw this in there too.
All right, go ahead.
Clyde Drexler. Clyde was a little high for me. Mm-hmm. I mean, Clyde played like the bulk of his whole career with Hakeem Olajuwon, right?
Yeah.
And Clyde was a little high. Now, I will honestly admit, you know, when I was young, when I first started watching basketball, I never got a chance to see Clyde the Glide. I ain't see that Glide guy. Mm. I just saw Clyde, the okay mid-range shooter, never really had an outside shot, wasn't that fast or explosive.
Yeah.
He was just a good player who, I don't know, like, when I think of Clyde Drexler, I don't think of a star. I never saw star Clyde Drexler. So maybe that's my fault. Mom and Dad, y'all should have had me a little earlier. I missed Clyde the Glide. I didn't see Clyde the Glide. I just saw Clyde Drexler. And that guy right there is a little too high for me.
Yeah.
But I'm ready to move forward, man.
I got one more point. This is my last point, and then we can move. In defense of Allen Iverson, me wanting Allen Iverson to also move up, I think a lot of you guys are younger. So you guys probably seen Denver, Allen Iverson. If you seen AI when he first came in the league, it was really AI with the Sixers or bust. And I mean, from the start, AI was carrying Philly in the playoffs. He got them to the championship against the Lakers, and they just couldn't get it done. I mean, the Lakers was stacked. They had Shaq. They had Kobe.
Right.
But AI was going wheels in that series. He was going bananas.
And we're talking about a guy that was 6 foot tall.
Yeah,
the guy
man.
was like 6 foot
gotta
tall.
Respect that man.
Like 160. And one other thing before we move forward, a lot of people was tweeting us back saying that this person didn't play that position. You got to understand, folks, a lot of these people played the 1 and the 2 at some point of their career.
Yeah.
Like somebody said, Allen Iverson was a point guard. He was at some point of his career. He didn't forever always play the 1, and he actually got moved to the 1 because he was just in that small body. Like, he was definitely a shooting guard.
Definitely.
It's just at some point he became a matchup problem on the defensive end because he was 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
But he was a 2. Trust me. I saw it. But I'm sorry, dog. Go ahead.
I agree. Moving forward, Jabari Parker got injured for the season, and it made me want to talk about the young rookies that these teams are tanking for. These teams are tanking for these guys, and these guys are supposed to be franchise changers. Now, that don't mean that these guys aren't going to be that, but these guys were tanking for them to be franchise changers this season. And the only one that's been considerably healthy has been Wiggins. Who else out there? Exum? Wiggins and
Dante Exum and Andre Wiggins.
But I don't even think Exum gets that much burn because they got Trey Burke over there. So,
well, when he do get burned, he honestly just hasn't produced this year. Like, he doesn't really look that great.
And teams are tanking for these guys. What do you think about, one, do you think these teams should still be tanking? Because in my eyes, it look like Philly's still tanking. Not the players. I'm talking about the organization at the top. It look like they done sent away all their best players. Dad, backed with Iggy. They done sent none of them guys are there anymore. None of those guys are there. And it look like these teams are still tanking. Look like the Celtics are in the in the tanking pot. They done traded Rondo.
Race.
They done traded Rondo. They looking to trade Jeff Green. And I heard that Avery Bradley may be on the block. What do you think? What do you think about this, Spade? A lot of these rookies are injured.
The injury thing is crazy because, I mean, we're in a situation right now where Nerlens Noel could possibly be Rookie of the Year because he was injured last year. Yeah. I mean, he missed enough of last season to still be classified as a rookie this year. I'm not going to say that the teams, at some point you look at your team and you realize, man, we got a complete rebuild over here. Yeah. And if that's the case, I hate to say tanking but tanking is a part of the sport, unfortunately. I hate that, and as a fan, you hate it, especially if you're a fan that's there supporting the team. But tanking is probably always going to be here, and as you just said yourself, some of these players are still going to bounce back from these injuries and go on to be great players. Yeah. It's a crapshoot, man. You really have no idea what you're getting in this draft.
You really don't.
It's crazy, man. I mean, who knows? The next Damian Lillard could be out there. You know what I'm saying? You got to give these guys a shot. So hopefully, I hope all these guys bounce back and have a great career, man. Because for a while, people was looking at this draft class going, "Yo, this draft class got some heat in it." And they was looking around like, "Whoa!"
They were saying this was the best draft since, like, you know, when Kobe and all them came out and. I was like, whoa.
No, since the Melo. Since
matter of fact, since Melo and LeBron and them. You right.
Right.
And I don't know.
And right now, that's looking, that the survey says, what they say, the lie detector test proves that is incorrect. Yeah. So far, anyway. So far, that's looking pretty damn incorrect.
But I hope all you guys get healthy, man, because we want to see some good basketball.
Exactly.
What you got next,
Let's move forward, man. Let's talk about some NFL news, man.
Okay.
Jay Cutler. Chicago Bears. This is funny because this is only a week or so removed from one of the coaches on the offensive coaching staff kind of came out and said that, well, he didn't come out and say it. Apparently, he was on the sideline confiding in a reporter. Why would you confide in a reporter? He reports for a living. But he said, kind of just in a conversation piece, that the Bears had buyer's remorse on Jay Cutler and this ginormous contract.
I would too.
He later came back and apologized to the team. What you say?
I said I would too.
Oh, everybody does. I mean, the only person that doesn't regret that is Jay Cutler.
Word.
But he later came out and apologized. But to get back to the point, after that, Chicago benched Jay Cutler for Jimmy Clausen. I mean, how do you break a guy off this ginormous contract and then make him sit his ass on the pine? That's what Chicago did.
Crazy, man.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess they had to. I don't know. Would you have benched him?
I mean, I definitely. He's playing horrible. He's playing horrible. I don't know
that I'd have benched him, though. I mean, after I gave him that contract, win, lose, or draw, he going out there and playing football, bro.
Man, well, I could dig that, too, because if you paying him, you might be playing him. You right.
I want my money's worth. He's gonna play.
I feel that. But, you know, allegedly, they didn't want to put him out there because he's on the block. Like, they don't want him to get injured. They don't want anything to hinder moving this guy because allegedly, I'm doing the quote fingers again, Jay Cutler is out of Chicago. They're going to try and trade this guy, and the Tennessee Titans are interested. Wow.
And see, I was just about to ask you, is it really a team out there so bad off that they got interest in Jay Cutler? Man. And then you say Tennessee with all their 2 wins. Yeah. I guess when you only got 2 wins, everything looks like an improvement, I guess.
I mean, the Jets too, man. The Jets might be another team looking for a QB. And you know what? They not going. I don't think they want to cut Jay Cutler because they signed him for like $54 million guaranteed, and that would just break that team. Like that would like kill him. But I know the GM and the owner at the market like, bro, we got this Jay Cutler receipt. Can we get something back? But
you ain't lying
because man, Jay Cutler, that's the highway robbery. That's the stagecoach right there. Jay Cutler,
you ain't lying, bro.
Jay Cutler's sitting pretty right now. He don't care. He was on they played today. He was on the sideline cheering. You know what I mean?
Chilling.
For Jimmy Clausen.
We talked about it on this show. Do you remember us talking about it when they gave him that contract?
Yeah, I remember.
We was like, what are they thinking?
Yeah, like, I remember.
Had they not been watching the games?
Had they not been watching Jay Cutler forever? Like, Jay Cutler is all... Like his touchdown to interception ratio was like 2-1. That's what he's gonna be. He's gonna throw 25 touchdowns. He's gonna have 18 picks. That's what he's gonna do. That's what he's gonna do. It ain't gonna be pretty either. Some days he gonna look like, man, Jay Cutler is it. That next week he gonna be like, woo! Jay Cutler threw 4 picks out there, man. He a turnover machine. That's Jay Cutler, man.
Him.
That's Jay Cutler. But you know, in coaching, these coaches are cocky. These coaches think they are elite coaches, and all the time, it's always a coach that think they could fix a player. And Ken Wisenhunt, allegedly, down there in Tennessee, think he could fix Jay Cutler. So we have to wait and see. We definitely have to wait and see. Hey, good luck. Moving forward, let's move forward. Let's talk about Harbaugh, the 49ers head coach, considering taking the Michigan Wolverines job. Like, you know, Harbaugh, he was a Michigan quarterback. Michigan always come out and they say they want a Michigan man, quote fingers again. They always want a coach that was from Michigan, a Michigan man, and he's actually considering taking his job. His family told him to take it. What do you think? Do you think he should take it?
I think he should, because I mean, he don't have many friends in San Francisco.
Okay.
We already know that the team organization hates him.
Yeah.
And the one thing he had in his corner was the players. Now the fans don't really count. They're gonna be fickle. They love you when you're winning. They hate you when you're losing.
That's true.
But these players, if they keep going out there losing 21-0 leads, it's not gonna be long before they turn their back on them. And when the organization doesn't like you, the fans don't like you because you're not winning, and the players don't like you, you can find yourself in a bad situation. So before they just kick him out of there with no other options, I think he might want to leave on his own terms and go to Ann Arbor and see if he can help those guys, because they suck too.
See, I personally think Harbaugh is a great coach, man. He turned those guys around over there. He made them play way better. I think I said this before. I think San Francisco is feeling themselves. Really, I mean, it's better to dance with the devil you know than the one you don't. And
you ain't lying, bro.
And I happen to like Harbaugh, and I definitely think he could if he wanted to, get another job in the NFL, because it's teams that's interested in him. But if I was Harbaugh, you get a little bit more power. You know, and coaches always want more power. You get not a little bit. You get a lot more power in college. You get to determine what players you want to recruit, whether or not this guy start. You don't have an owner down your neck like play this guy. It's up to you. So, and I mean, they breaking them off. I think I seen that it was 5 years. It was either 4 or 5 years for like almost 50 or 60 million, so almost 8 million a year. Crazy. So he's still getting paid.
Well, let me tell you what I think. Now, I had not heard any specifics on the contract. So now that you said that, let me tell you what I think. Mm-hmm. I think Jim Harbaugh has a box packed up right now. And he's just waiting for the season to officially be over. And if that deal is on the table, this man is out of there. I mean, you heard it first. So I'm talking like if the season ends on a Sunday, Monday morning, he's out of there. Yeah, you heard it first.
I mean, if it was me, I'd be out. But you know, like I said, these coaches got these egos. He's a couple of years removed from the Super Bowl, and he might be like, you know what, I could go somewhere else, like the Jets, or you know, the Jets are interested in him. I'll go somewhere like that, and I could get him fixed, and I could be right back in the Super Bowl, because these coaches got egos. But we have to wait and see, man. If it was me, Harbaugh, I'd go to Michigan, I'd recruit them guys, and I'd go cook up there. Because the Big Ten suck. And you only team you got to worry about is Wisconsin and Ohio State. That's it. If it was me, I was going to leave.
But let's move forward, man. I would not let LaParis have this subject because we like this show to be unbiased. And I don't know if he could bring y'all this news unbiasedly, but let's bring you guys some news out of Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas?
What is going... Huh?
You said Dallas, Texas?
Man. Get this guy out of here. You know what we got to add to the show? I need to be able to mute him when I'm reading stuff like this right here, because he about to turn all the way up. The Dallas Cowboys, man, this team, they like, I don't know what it is. They should call themselves the Dallas 8-8. That's what they always do. That's what we expect from them. But this year, this team, they look to be the real deal. Now, when I realized that they had a chance in finishing this season better than 8-8, I cracked jokes about it. But now, after tonight, because as you guys know, the show was recorded super late, so it's Sunday night, and we just saw them take their belt off against the Colts and just went Adrian Peterson on the Colts out there.
Sir.
Just went crazy.
Yes, sir.
And I think it's safe to say this team is the real deal. So I would bring it to you in the form of a question. How serious are these Cowboys, LaParis?
Nah, I don't know how. I might be a little biased. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I might be a little biased, but that's what's paid for over
Put
there.
a mute button.
I'm a Cowboys fan. Everybody already know this, and I am loving the way we are playing this year. Anybody that follow me on Twitter, if you go back to my tweets 2 years ago, I said, why aren't we running the ball more? We come out this year, we start running the ball, we get our defense off the field, and it sets up play action. My man Romo is looking like an elite quarterback worth the money. Jay Cutler, he's looking like he worth the money. My man Romo out there tonight threw 4 or 5 touchdowns. I am loving it right now. And I want to say that we are a force to be reckoned with in this NFL this year. This year. We look like we a problem.
Let me get your opinion on something.
Okay.
What do you, I mean, who do we give the credit to out there? Because, I mean, it's not like y'all picked up a new big key piece. I mean, was it just steady building what you guys had? And a lot of NFL teams, when things don't go right, they just destroy the plan. Yeah. Is it the fact that you guys stuck with the plan? What is it? Like,
you know what?
Who do we get his credit to? Because it wasn't long ago y'all was talking about getting Garrett up out of there.
You know what? I want to give credit to Jerry Jones' son. I think his name is Stephen Jones. Because at the draft, Jerry Jones wanted to draft Manziel. He wanted to draft Manziel. The son, Stephen Jones, told him, don't draft him. Let's build this offensive line. This offensive line has become one of the best lines in the league. It made it all possible this year to be able to run the ball because they are leaning. And I'm talking, when I say lean, I'm talking about leaning Tower of Pisa leaning. They are leaning on defensive lines and opening up huge holes for DeMarco. Opening up crazy holes for him. So I want to shout out to Stephen Jones for telling his pops don't draft Manziel, who got murdered on the field today. Shout out
Jerry,
to him.
you should have called me, Jerry. I've been telling folks Manziel ain't what it is. He keep taking naps on the field.
Yeah, man.
I told Jerry, hit me up, Jerry. I got you.
Yeah, I mean, we have another game next week against the Redskins. We actually clinched today. I don't know if we're going to play starters, but you know, that's neither here nor there. We in the playoffs. We probably got to travel somewhere, but we've been a good road team all year. So I just can't wait till the playoffs start. I'm happy we in it. We just have to wait and see how the playoffs pan out. But I think we are a legit problem. Can't wait to see what you guys say.
Look good, man.
I can't wait to see what you guys say in the comment section because I think we are a legit problem.
I think so too, man. I have to admit, I tease Cowboy fans a lot. Mm-hmm. And this year, I really didn't see this coming. I won't lie. And I didn't believe in Romo. I didn't believe in Garrett. And I don't know who to get a credit to. So I got to ride with you. You know more about this team than I do. You watch them more closely. So maybe it was just the fact that they said we're going to stick with this formula a little while longer and see if we can get it to jail. And it looked like it has. And to credit what you said about you guys' road team, being a good road team, they actually have a better road record than home record. I don't even know if that's good or bad, but if you're going to be on the road in the playoffs, you got to check that off as something good.
Yeah. So I'm definitely looking forward to the playoffs. Let's move forward. We got the Pick'em game coming up. Definitely got the Pick'em game. If you guys remember, way back when, a couple episodes ago, me and Spade picked the Falcons or the Saints, who we thought was going to win that division, who we thought was going to get in the playoffs. He picked the Saints. I picked Atlanta. Next week,
the Saints suck.
Next week, it comes down to this game versus the Carolina Panthers. Whoever wins, they are in. We got a losing record, but we get in anyway, Bo. And it's the Carolina Panthers traveling to the Atlanta Falcons, and that's going to be the Pick'em game. And y'all already know I gotta stay true to who I picked, and I'm picking Atlanta to win this game at home. Who you got, Spade? And why?
Well, you know what? I'm a do the same thing you did. I'm gonna stick to my guns. I didn't feel like Atlanta had what it took to win this division earlier. And I don't feel like they got what it take to win it now. So when we go to the slums, because this division is the slums. I mean, it's the slummiest of the slums. When you go down in the slums, in the dirt and the mud, somebody got to rise up. I can't say rise up because that's what the Falcons say. Somebody got to stand up and be a hero. Yeah. And it's a hero in this game. He's going to go into the phone booth. He's going to
Lord.
come out Superman
Lord.
with fractured bones in his back. I need somebody on the coaching staff in Carolina to go and pick Cam up and take him to the game. Do not let Cam drive. We don't need no more reps. Don't let him drive. Send the driver to pick Cam up, get him to the game. Cam, let's get this dub, man. Let's go. So I'm picking Carolina.
He's going Carolina. I'm going Falcons. We got to wait and see what happens. This is why I love this show. Moving forward, we definitely got the strong arm performance of the week. I'm gonna start it off. Because my man went ham last week against the Philadelphia Eagles. My man Dez Bryant had 6 catches for 114 yards and 3 TDs. Whoever that corner was, fire that guy. Because how do you let Dez beat you 3 times down the field? But let's go.
He didn't let Dez beat him.
Yeah,
Dez just wanted it more.
Man, Dez, you are definitely my strong arm performer of the week. You went ham. Well deserved.
That was a good performance. I believe you probably gave him that good luck because in last week's show, you was talking about Tom Brady and his bad language and when Dez had bad language, how they make him seem like a bad guy. And I think Dez watched the show. Appreciate it, Dez. You're our #1 fan, man. We love you. Thanks for checking in.
That's right.
My strong arm performer of the week, man. I'm going to the hardwood. Okay. I'm going to Portland, Oregon, man. Damian Lillard had a career game against the defending champ San Antonio Spurs. Dropped 43 points in an overtime victory. Man, let me tell you, the guy was 4 of 9 from beyond the arc, making it rain. This guy, he scores so easily.
Yeah, man.
I'm telling you, keep an eye on Damian Lillard.
I like Lillard.
Because I know Portland's not one of those big market teams. If you haven't watched Portland play, check your local listings. Whenever you see a Portland game, do yourself a favor. Tune in for it. This kid is amazing. Yeah. Watch Damian Lillard. Damian, you are my strong arm performer of the week.
Well deserving, man. It's been another good episode. Sorry for the inconvenience. We are a little late. Real life happens.
Holidays,
people.
Man.
Real life happens. But we want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching. If you new, definitely bang the like button, hit the subscribe button. We got a lot more in store. We appreciate all you guys for watching. It's been Strong Arm Sports, man. We'll see y'all next episode. Peace.
Money team.